So yesterday was the official halfway point of NaNoWriMo, meaning that if you are keeping up with the words, which is not the full, it's okay if you're not, you would be at 25,000 words. On November 14th was the first day of the month I didn't write anything. I felt for the first time, like the day before especially, and maybe 2 days before, where I was just kind of like just trying to grind it out, and I was just like, I know what's coming out is not good,
right?
And it just feels really hard for the first, because I said, I think last time, once I sit down with the idea, I've been able to churn out the 1,600 pretty easily. And I think on the 13th, I wrote like 900 words. And I was like, ooh. And it felt like hard to get even those out. And I was like, uh-oh. So I took the 14th, I just took off. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to recharge for a day, watched a bunch of stuff, TV shows and stuff, just kind of recharged, took in some stuff, didn't put anything out. Went in the next day, on the 15th, I was like, all right, I got to catch up to the halfway point if I can today. I wrote 3,500 words yesterday to get me past the 25,000 mark.
Nice.
Yeah, and it was like banging them out. I felt great.
So like in the sports world, the 14th for you is like an active recovery day.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Did you specifically seek out things to watch that were sort of in the same
Nope.
tone?
We're going to talk about what I watched later because it's my shout out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Do you have anything else?
It's like completely nothing, like not connected at all. The
all
tone. Right. Yeah. Actually, I think just creatively speaking, it doesn't have to be I think consuming things, to use a weird term, you watching, reading, anything can recharge your writing ability. It doesn't have to be in the same vein, I don't think.
Well, I think it's really important as an artist to just have constant input and output.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just constant input and output.
Yeah.
Like, and people like, are very, will shit on either side, like, if all you're doing is watching movies, then you're not getting better as a writer. And it's like, well,
you can learn a lot from
watching like Quentin Tarantino's like style is specifically from all of the movies that he has watched. Mm-hmm. And Jordan Peele brought this up when he was talking to I forgot who he was talking to on the set of Get Out, but somebody told him, one of the actors told him, like, man, directing is just taste. Like directing is just being able to know what you like and sort of trying to restructure that in a way.
That's interesting.
And I thought that was interesting. But like, you can't have a taste unless you've had that
unless
input.
you've eaten.
Unless you've eaten, exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like the healthiest option as an artist is to have that consistent input and output. Mm-hmm. And obviously, like, some days are just input days, some days are just mm-hmm. output days, whatever it is.
Yeah, like that day 2 days ago for me was input. I didn't do
mm-hmm.
anything all day.
Mm-hmm.
I sat on the couch and just chilled.
Yeah, and I would say I'm the majority of my life has been 90% input
days.
Yeah. But it was really important for me to do that because since we started this podcast, I mean, we put out 3 hours of content a week.
Yeah, at least.
I don't know if you think about it like that, but we put out 3 hours of content a week of just mm-hmm. us talking.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of times where I'm like, do I have anything left to say?
Yeah.
Like, am I, like,
and then we come back the next week and we record another 3 hours.
Yeah. And, but there are certain times where I'm like, man, I need more input. I need to.
Well, certainly for what we're doing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm constantly trying to keep up on, just like the announcements and news of things that are going on, and just looking for things that I think would be interesting to talk about on the show.
Well, yeah, but not just like.
And that's outside of watching things.
Yeah, and not just topical shit like
mm-hmm.
What are the movie trailers that we're going to talk about,
we'll get into because it was one of those weeks.
Our episodes or like what movies do I need to watch, but like taking like personal inventory of myself mm-hmm. as well. I don't know if how much you think about that, like, but like it makes me proactively try to articulate my introspection more.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, like you'll think about how am I going to talk about this now.
Well, because it forces me to journal more because I want to
Literally journal.
Like
Okay.
before I go to sleep at night, like literally journaling out my
Okay.
ideas and
That's cool.
like fears and
I've never
fucking-
kept a journal. I feel like I should.
Yeah,
I think it's something that everyone probably should do.
yeah.
I've never done it my whole life.
It's super helpful.
And I'm not talking about like a writer's journal where you put your ideas. I'm talking about just like a life journal.
Yeah, life
Yeah.
journal. Like, yeah, I think it's important to take inventory of
That's cool.
your life, of your fucking mental journey and emotional shit.
How is all of this tied into your NaNoWriMo experience?
I haven't written anything in like a week.